In a world where so many video games come out at once that are amazing. That's right. You can, you can depend on these guys right here. What's up? It's Jacob. I'm here with Miguel. He's drinking some kind of drink there.
Perfect time for a drink.
Yeah. We got Gage over there on the end cap. What's up, Zaddy?
What's up?
How you doing, man? How's the baby?
She's good. We just cooked some spicy food, so she was annoyed. She was like, it's spicy in here, and she was crying.
Yep. She better get used to it, man. You know, India and such.
Yeah. We're training her early. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah, you got to start them early.
You're like, here,
No doubt.
eat this spicy pepper right here. Just pretend like it's a pacifier.
Pepper milk.
Pepper. Hashtag pepper milk.
Yeah,
This is Neon Pocket Dimension, a podcast, if you didn't know that. It records every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. Sometimes it's 7:20 p.m. Pacific time, like tonight. That's fine. You know, we're getting soundboards together. Guys, want to test? Give it a little quick test run there. There you go. Cool.
Great job.
All right, great. Thank you, Discord, for adding for adding soundboards. Put a couple of our own custom ones in there.
That's not gonna get annoying.
Oh, I'll never get annoyed by that. But you guys gotta pick the other 6, okay? And you know,
okay,
if you just think about it, because I can literally sample anything from anything ever, as long as it's available on a computer to make the noise, which is literally any sound you could think of. Or we could just record one, you know, could sample it from the show or something like that.
Cool.
But anyway, hey, you know, Pocket Dimension, get nerdy here. It's all about being nerdy. You know, whatever it is you're nerdy about, let us know in the chat or in the comment below, or the chat if you are watching live at twitch.tv/neonpocketdimension. What you nerdy about? Probably video games, probably comic books, probably movies. Are you one of those Star Wars people? Are you one of those Lord of the Rings people? We want to hear about it, man. What'd you say?
I said, fuck those people.
Hey, fuck you.
Oh no! Remember how this is an all-inclusive place where you don't get judged for your nerdism? I'm just kidding.
No, Miguel said, fuck these people. What about cat
I like
people?
Lord of the Rings.
You're a...
Cat people?
Yeah, Miguel's a cat person.
Oh, I love cats.
Yeah. All cat everything. All cat
Yes.
everything.
Cat cast.
Cat cast. Yeah, we should have a cat cast. Let's do a cat cast in the future.
An all cat cast.
We'll have a guest on that's really into cats as well. And we'll just have Miguel and that person.
I'm just gonna show up at
Nerd
we'll have to do that the day I have a really bad cold. So I just show up sneezing.
Oh, I see.
Or I could ship you some cat fur.
Yeah.
There you go, and I'll just rub my face in it for a while.
You just open it up and give it a sniff.
Let's be honest, Miguel. You know you have enough at your house. If you know to scoop
this cat
up.
is worse than my long-haired cat.
I know I have enough in my house. I know exactly where her hot spot is. The corner of the couch. You know what I'm talking about, Miguel. That part is covered. It's like another cat. Another
Did you
cat.
get yourself an uproot clean yet?
No, I do need to. Refer back to one of our older episodes. That was one of Miguel's endorsements. But I did add it to the wish list. No, I just bought clothes. So I'm DJing this wedding on Saturday. People I don't know. So hoping for the best.
Oh.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, it's kind of the first. I mean, it's like a friend of a friend. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
But hey, you know, as a painting gig, that's cool. That's what I'm there for. But that means that for the rest of the week, I'm just listening to pop music and like trying to find some country jams and stuff, because this is that type of group of people. Just today, I was like listening to love songs, and I just realized I'm like, man, there's some good love songs out there from my childhood, from like the '90s and stuff, like Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston. There you go.
We should do. Do a random. We should do a top 5 love song list.
Oh yeah, we should. Good job, Miguel. Great job.
I was gonna say, you mean
Great job.
Yeah. Yes. The podcast is now 10 times better.
For real?
Yeah. Yes, for real.
for real.
And remember, you know, of course I have an endless amount on my side, but they have quite a few over there. But anyway, like I said, nerdy podcasts typically talk about video games and stuff. Today we're going to be probably talking about more video games and stuff. But we should do another music episode. Those are always fun. But I don't know if we're going to talk about music tonight because some amazing video games are coming out this week. But before we get into that, let's set the tone. It's kind of a laid back, casual episode, right, guys? We're just kind of have a fireside chat. If the fire was like an anime fire, right? I feel like that's what I picked.
So Calcifer? What's his name?
Calcifer.
Calcifer. There it is.
Yeah. I mean, because in the Neon Pocket Dimension, everything's nerdy, so it wouldn't just be a fire. It would be like the fire with your uncle's face in it talking to you, like in Harry Potter, or I don't know. What's another fire? What's another nerdy fire, Miguel?
I don't know. It's the fireball from Mario.
There you go. Awesome.
good.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
I did have that.
Yeah.
I used to have that sound effect, but
It's
I
a
know
fire
I
flower.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Anyway, here we are. WYBNOO is the next thing we're gonna do, right? Banter over. Like I said, casual. Watch.
Over.
What's the WYBNOO? That is what you've been nerding out on. That's what it means, and that's our cue to talk about what we've been nerding out on lately. And that's kind of what we're gonna talk about the whole time. But I'm gonna turn it over to Miguel first. Miguel, what you been nerding out on?
Well, not a whole lot as far as any like video games because I was out of the country.
Well,
So-
you could be nerded out on London if you want.
Yeah.
I was nerding out on tea time. That was good.
Hell
I enjoyed the shit out of that.
How do you take your
And I
tea?
What?
How do you take your tea?
Oh, I like personally I like Earl Grey
Okay.
with 1 lump sugar, a little bit of milk,
What kind of milk?
just milk.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. It
Nice.
could be oat. It could be dairy. It could be non-dairy. I don't give a shit.
Ah, I see. If it says milk on the label.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it.
I don't have a preference. I mean, don't get me wrong. Dairy milk, I feel, if you're making like a latte, it probably steams up better. But
No doubt.
overall, it's all the same shit to me.
Steamed soy milk can get really velvety,
Oh, can it?
silky. Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
see, there you go.
There you
I don't care.
go.
Milk is milk to me, even if it's not real milk, quote unquote.
Malk.
But no, London was great.
Hell yeah.
Went to Stonehenge.
Oh, cool.
That was on the bucket
Rad.
list for a long time.
Nice.
I rode the tube a bunch.
The what?
The
The
tube.
tube.
The tube?
Come on, Jacob.
I don't know what the tube
They
is.
call it the tube, man.
Is that their
It's the subway.
subway.
the metro?
Yeah, they're Metro
Oh.
subway.
Why do the Brits say everything weird?
Yeah, I caught myself saying, "Oh, there's a lift over there,"
You're like, oh,
even though
yeah.
I don't
is
don't
that
normally say that word.
that's a lift over there? You see that that lift? You're gonna have to press
then
all the
I
buttons in
got
the lift.
addicted to eating meat pies all the time off the street.
yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, so good.
Wait, on the street, like
Yeah,
hot
Like-
dogs in New York?
yeah. This is like there's shops, and you just buy them.
The fuck?
Yeah,
Or you gotta
Damn,
go
that's cool.
get a kebab. You gotta get a kebab.
yeah. The kebabs
Oh, yeah,
are really
kebabs.
good. We had Indian food while we were out there. That was really fucking good. And let
Oh,
me tell you, they don't fuck around with the spice, man.
Oh no.
I forget what I ordered, and it said hot, and I'm like, okay, it's probably not. It's gonna be like a medium. It was fucking hot.
It's
Nice.
It's British hot. They're like, no,
It was
fuck
actually
you.
hot. I was surprised.
British hot's hot, bitch.
And it was really good. I really enjoyed the Indian food out there. It was fucking delicious.
I need some
Heck
kind
yeah.
of soundboard for a hot sound. Mental note.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
hot.
mental note.
Yeah, that's hot.
That's
Or
hot.
or we could get Paris Hilton just saying that's hot.
That's hot.
Oh yeah, you could do that too. Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like
That's
that.
pretty good.
Maybe she does it. She was guested on an episode of the OC once. Maybe get that.
Oh, what? Why is that? Because it was all hot chicks, or what? Is that what you're
Well,
implying?
I think she's actually hitting on Seth, who's like typically not the hot one, but he's like the nerdy guy.
Oh,
Are you a fan of the OC, Gage?
I happen to love the first 2 seasons. Yes.
I was gonna say, sounds like someone knows quite a bit about the show.
I've seen it many a times. My high school girlfriend was really into it, and so I watched it when it was happening. And then now it's just kind of nostalgic, but
I
No,
know.
I totally get that. It's all good. I
Mo-
get it.
it's bad. It's like an awesomely bad, it's bad on purpose. But it's good.
Mochi Squeeze put that show on a couple times. I know more about the Housewives than I do with that.
Sure.
All right,
I
hold
know
on.
a little bit about the Housewives, which makes me slightly sad, but that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. I don't need to know
Same.
any.
Same.
That's hot.
Vanderpumps.
That's hot. 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 That's hot.
There you go.
But no, I did a lot of walking. I ended up in a lot of different Harry Potter places, which I was surprised.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, and I don't even really care about Harry Potter, but I went to King's Cross, which was where I sent that picture for you guys.
Oh yeah.
So at that place, there's actually a store.
Oh really?
They attached. It's like the Harry Potter store next to platform 9 3/4, essentially.
Cool.
Here's the
Yeah.
picture.
So what you don't see is the giant line of people waiting to take a picture.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And then you
And
do
then
see
there's
Miguel
a shop
wearing
and stuff. You go in there and you buy shit. And
wearing his patented loser shirt.
yeah, and then there's another store called House of Secrets,
Ooh.
which I don't think is actually like
Harry Potter
licensed
affiliated?
by Harry
Yeah.
Potter,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all over the country. At least at the places I've been, there were multiple shops in London. There
Nice.
was one in Bath. And so I thought that was really interesting. They're really embracing their Harry Potter, like, which I get, which makes sense.
It is it is like the biggest worldwide British thing. Like
Yeah.
besides Game of Thrones, which is basically over now.
Or
True.
imperialism, but big on that too.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we took that over, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. We've surpassed.
But no, that was fun. And then we went
Nice.
to where was it? When we were in Dover, there was tunnels at the castle that were used during World War II,
Oh
which
wow.
is actually really cool.
Wow, cool.
So
That is cool.
We got to go into like a tunnel that was used as a hospital for like a few years during the war. It was really neat.
Did you see any ghosts?
No. Apparently, someone asked about ghosts, and they said that some people have claimed to have seen stuff in the tunnels, but there's really like the tour guide didn't really have any like experiences himself. So it was very, very interesting. I highly recommend England in general at this point.
You should have.
We're actually thinking about going back next year,
Nice.
but we're gonna go to. I want to go to Scotland too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's on my list for sure.
You know,
Definitely want to go back.
get in a Highlander battle
Yeah,
with Christopher Lambert.
and I got to go into some like medieval tunnels.
Ooh.
I ended up in what is it? A small town called Lecoq.
Lecoq.
And apparently we ate at a pub there that was from like 1300. And they filmed Harry Potter in the town. Parts of it.
Whoa.
Oh.
Like one of the movies. So like I said, I was like doing like a Harry Potter tour without even wanting to do a Harry Potter tour.
Is this place right here Lecoq?
Lecoq. What is that?
It's Lecoq Village in England. So that's what it
go to
says.
that place. Yeah, that's what it looks like though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Cool.
So cool stuff, man. I was super excited. Fucking exhausted, but
Yeah.
a lot of the tours we took, like that one, we went to what was it? We went to Lecoq, Stonehenge,
Isle of Man.
Windsor Castle, and what was that last one? Bath. We went to Bath,
Went to bed.
which was really cool.
Sounds like you're trying to clear your throat, dude.
And then so we did that, but like the thing that we had issues with is you were only there for like it was like limited time because it was a long tour. So we were gone for like 12 hours on that day. But
Nice.
It was overall, dude. I highly recommend going to the UK. It's a good time.
Whoa.
What I will say though is when we were in Canada, things were cheap as shit right now. So it's a good time to go to Canada.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
cool.
Huh.
with the U.S. dollar. I might do that for my birthday. So.
Well, I'll go there and just only eat French fries with gravy on it the whole time.
And we had some of that because we were going to leave the airport when we went to Montreal. We didn't have time.
Mm-hmm.
So we had poutine at the airport.
Oh.
And it wasn't that good.
Yeah,
Airport.
poutine.
And I was like,
it
it was airport poutine,
So-
but I kind of expected a little more from it, to be honest with you.
So I'll put it this way, all right? We tried like 4 po' boys, and the worst po' boy was the one from the airport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Checks out.
So just
Where
saying.
did you go for po' boys? I'm curious.
There was this like market of something place. It was like this tiny ass little like street shop or almost like a bodega, like a tiny
Was
ass
it next to
crowded bodega.
Lalaurie Mansion?
Yes, it was.
Oh, that place is fucking
Yeah,
good.
that place is fucking good. And we got like
Oh,
the
it's so
special
good.
one. I forget the name of it. It was like the something special. You know, it had like a crazy name, but they put all sorts of bullshit on there.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
so good.
Their famous one. That place
Yeah.
is fucking delicious.
Yeah.
I meant to tell you guys about that place.
Oh, we went there. And then we had them at like restaurants, you know. We did not end up getting mephilettas. I wanted to try one, but like
They're delicious.
the whole time I was there, I had the shits and it was the worst. So I was like trying to conserve myself, you know. Otherwise, I would have ate way more spicy stuff. I barely had any spicy things. Although I did try, I think, gumbo.
Okay.
I think I ended up trying gumbo, and the another French name, some kind of stew. Pretty good though.
Jambalaya.
No, jambalaya is like a fried rice type of thing.
Kind of, yeah.
It's like, fuck, I don't know, but the name's kind of like muffaletta or whatever. It's like just a Spanish name. But yeah, isn't traveling fun, Miguel?
It is. I really do enjoy traveling, and that's why I spend most of my money doing that.
Mhm.
So.
I mean, when
One
we
day,
don't
one
want
day
kids.
I'll go back to traveling. It'll be good, but it's gonna
No,
be a
just
little
go
while.
now. Take the baby. Who cares?
Yeah, well, the baby's free on a plane until
Yeah.
she's 2. So we're going to India next year. So we'll do that.
Nice.
And I still need to do that too. That's on the
Yeah.
list.
Oh yeah, big time.
Absolutely. I just want to go with someone.
Yeah, oh,
Well, I mean, we could try and schedule us cross paths over there somewhere.
well, we all should go with Joy's family to the Philippines.
That'd be cool.
That'd be fun.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's been
Crazy.
on my list. I love Southeast Asia in general. I mean, I guess the Philippines is kind of different from that, but it's same kind of vibes, I would assume.
Yep. Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, Polly Pocket wanted to go to probably. Yeah.
Let's do it.
been wanting to
Yeah,
go back.
India. Where she's from is the south of India, so it's hot, but it's really nice. She's in Tamil Nadu. It's like a city. Chennai is the city. It's on the beach, which is cool. I mean, it's a big sprawling city, so some of it's not beachy, but there is a section of it that's on the beach. There's a bunch of cool temples on the beach, which is cool.
Nice.
And then Kerala is the state right next to her, and Kerala is like the super lush, like jungle and mountainous area. So that's like a really cool spot. So, and then
Sweet.
Mumbai is not too far north, so you can go up to Mumbai. I mean, it's a little ways, but you know, take a little tiny hop skipper plane and get up there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Gage, what you been nerding out on?
Hey, what have I been nerding out on? I have been just nerding out on Zelda. God, I've been just enjoying the heck out of Tears of the Kingdom. It is such a good game. I had a lovely weekend of just chilling, staying local. We had a good brunch day, and went out to a little party of our friend's birthday party and hung out and brought the baby and chilled out and stuff. But for the most part, we just hung out and were lazy. And I actually read a bunch of books, and I played a bunch of Zelda, which was great because I just hadn't had a good steady chunk of time to sit down and play it.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, it was awesome. I just did the Wind Temple.
Okay. Is that your first temple?
Yeah, I've just
Cool.
been dicking around at this game. I've already played 30 plus I've already played 30 plus hours, and this was my first temple. I just did it. So
Yeah.
yeah. So, but honestly, that was such a cool temple. And just the way that it keeps you in the air the whole time, and it's just it was
Yeah.
awesome. It was so fun. The boss is so cool.
Yeah, I thought that boss was pretty easy.
Oh, very easy. But
But
I
it
don't
was
know.
cool.
I'm happy for the challenge of this game to be in other places and those moments to just be big spectacles of
Hmm. Can you see
what are
that?
you at? I can't quite. It's not focusing, but
It's not focusing. No, I can't. This says 65 hours or more.
heck yeah.
That's what it says. I've beaten two temples. I've unveiled almost all the towers except for the one in the north. Because I don't know how to fucking get to it. I do know where it's at, but it's because like I just spent a lot of time only trying to get all the towers,
Nice.
you know, and then I ended up doing like some of the what do you call it? The depths.
Shrines?
The depths.
Oh, the depths. Sure.
Yes.
I think the
Sorry.
depths are it's like simultaneously my favorite thing and also like kind of a daunting thing that I'm kind of like do I want to go down there tonight? Like it's kind of like do I want to like kind of play a Dark Souls game for a little while or like you know what I mean? Like it's like just because all enemies get so ramped up and it's gloomy and like you know all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah. How much
yeah.
how much of the depths have you like revealed? I'll just say that.
I haven't revealed that much, but I feel like I have done a decent amount down there. Well, I mean, it's not really a spoiler to say.
Have you completed the wheel of abilities? Do you have
Yes.
all the abilities?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you've done the bare minimum of the depths, basically.
Yeah,
that
yeah. I beat Koga and
Yeah.
all that. And then
Mhm.
I have started to go around. You know, there's the weird little statue dude.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
you get stuff for pose. I've started to go around and get some other pose
Oh
stuff.
yeah, the po guy, po homie, the
Yeah,
the
and then
pomey.
the Pomey, and then yeah, I don't know. I've just explored down there. I've done a couple like world bosses down there.
Mm.
Ran into a Lionel the other day down there, and that was
Oh.
fucking terrifying. I turned right back around.
Bro.
I like shot 2 bomb arrows at him, and I did nothing to his health bar. So I was like, all right, I'm out. And yeah,
Yeah.
one day I'll come back
So-
ready. But
I'm not trying to give too much away here, but there are like treasure maps that kind of mark things in the depths for you.
I found a few of those actually,
Okay.
and I found a really cool piece of armor, which I was stoked about. So
Right. So I did one of those, and it led me to this. Let's see. I don't want to spoil it, but there is. I'll just say that there's an arena of some sort.
yeah. I've heard tales of this arena.
Did not know what I was walking into. It is fucking hard as shit. I ended up like literally having no more ways to heal myself, and I was on like the last one in that arena, and I made it through without dying.
Oh my god!
It was fucking crazy as hell. So if you know, you know. Otherwise, I'm gonna just keep it vague. But yeah,
totally.
If just beware. If you do end up stumbling upon an arena, caution. That shit is crazy. Be prepared. I'm gonna pull up some B-roll here.
Yeah, go for it. But yeah,
my own play.
This game is just it's so cool in the way that it's like at night
Oh.
when I've been getting up to feed Maya and stuff. Like I'll maybe just turn it on and do a shrine or two, or like do one little tiny thing. You know what I mean? Or just head in a direction and be like, I'm gonna unlock a whatever, and then along the way you find a bunch of Korok seeds and like a chest and some other stuff. Like a little boss base, or then like on Saturday or Sunday, I can have a day where I'm like, all right, I'm actually gonna progress the story now. That's cool, and the I forget what it's called. Lumina Village. I forget what it is. The little village that's down by the beach in the south.
Yeah.
That was a cool little gauntlet of stuff, and I like the mission that goes along with that. I just did
Hell
that
yeah.
yesterday.
That
too.
shit was wild.
So yeah, it's just cool. There's so many different like ways to approach this game, and you can kind of like depending on what you want to, like the effort level or the thought level you want to get into, you can do a bunch of different stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
just adoring it. It's just so fun to get lost. This is just going to be like my evergreen game, I think, for a long time. But
Yeah,
we'll see how it
totally.
goes.
Like, there's a lot of people out there who are speeding along trying to beat all these games this year, so they're ready for the next one in time. And to
Yeah.
those people, I'll say two things. Number one, respect. I get it. Number
Yeah,
two,
I get it.
relax. All right, take your time. You know what I mean? Because I mean, I get it. I understand. If it's your job, okay, cool. Then at that point, that totally makes sense to me. I have nothing to say. Immense respect for reviewers this year. It's insane. But just for like the casual dude, it's like, look, man, there's no possible way you could play all these fucking games. All right, so you know you could take your time with Zelda, especially because of how creative you can be in it. There's no like real right answer. Even when there is, people are finding exploits because of the way it's set up. Like the game is pushing you to constantly break it. Like just break it. They don't care. Fucking break the game. That's the point.
Yep.
It's such a good time. And then not to mention like there's so many side quests and side things to do, and you could just like walk around and like find fun stuff anyway. But like now it's multi-level, which Breath of the Wild is just one level, you know, like one.
Yeah.
You know, it's just insane. So like I'm just taking this as my every game. I've been streaming some of it. Is some footage of me playing, as you can see. But like, I don't know, man. I feel like as of Thursday, I'm going to just be a full-time Diablo 4 streamer.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot of good stuff coming down the line, and that's totally cool. You know, I still at some point really want to play Jedi. I'm happy to maybe wait a little bit and see if any of the performance stuff improves. Not that it's like I've heard, you know, it's fine for the most part, but
right.
You know, whatever. I'm not like in a huge rush, but I do want to play that at some point this year, just because it looks cool. And let's see. I've just other than that, Zelda is the best thing. I'm all about it. But been playing a little bit of Marvel Snap, which we will talk about in the future. We're gonna have a guest on in a couple of weeks who's a big Snap head, and he's been actually teaching me some strategies, which has been cool.
Is it the person we just talked about before the show?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. I also know this other dude on Twitter and who streams and stuff. He's also a kind of funny best friend. His name's Paper with 2 R's.
Cool.
Yeah, just throwing it out there because I like that dude. I also like the guy that's gonna be the guest on our show. He's also really cool. So, just great. It's great to know all these homies.
Yes, indeed. But so yeah, that's my also. I'll keep it there for my WYBNOO. Good stuff.
Okay, cool. It's now my WYBNOO. I'm just gonna talk more about Zelda. Zelda's a cool game. Loving it.
Transition. Sweet transition.
From Zelda to Zelda. I thought I needed to take a picture of that tablet. Motherfucker, does not matter. It's just there for flavor.
No, it doesn't. But
so,
you do.
Cool.
Once you've like read the little book right there, then you can tell the guy. Anyways, yeah, you know.
Well, it's because you have to fight those dudes, and then I guess he walks back over there. But I was too lazy to walk back. But like, just look at this. Look at this, like B-roll right here. That just looks cool. You know, it's running on the Switch hardware. This is me streaming to a 1080p monitor to a capture card. That's like kind of the drawback. Like, I guess what I want to talk about, I want to nerd out about how the Switch is old, and it's just makes me sad because I love this Zelda game so much, but then like it just doesn't look as great. You know what I mean? It doesn't run very good. It's decent, but it doesn't run very good. Oh, watch me fail at this. This is really funny actually. While I'm talking, so that's kind of like it's a great game. Okay, it is for sure still the game of the year contender. That is a total given. But like it really is held back by the Switch hardware, and like honestly, that should be a part of the game of the year conversation every year. Is like, okay, you know, like there's a reason why mobile games aren't getting game of the year. You know what I mean? Some are great. You know, we're just talking about fucking Marvel whatever. Watch. Oh, I set it up, but it fucking fell anyway. That was the second time I tried to get that chest.
I didn't even know that was there. I've been there. I'm gonna go find that chest now.
Dude, look for every time you're on a floating island, there might be a chest just like dangling on like a vine, but you got to figure out how to get it. But yeah, so yeah, like that's just kind of, I guess that's kind of a down, you know, it's like kind of a downer thing to bring up, but it's legit. You know, we all have a lot of good things to say about this game, and it's a great game. It's really good. But playing a Switch game after playing an Xbox One X game or a Series X, god damn it, Xbox with your dumb names, Series X game or a PS5 game, and even on my PC, which is 1080p, but like still better. it's got an RTX card in it. It's got a pretty good processor. I mean, and then you pick up your Switch and you're like, ooh, man, this thing feels so old. It's because it is, So, but
Yeah, it's funny too. I hadn't picked up my Switch in a while. I guess I had played it a little bit for some Disco Elysium, but
yeah,
I was playing this game on the TV, which I almost never do
yeah,
because I almost always just play in handheld. And my like other Switch controller was it's a Nintendo licensed controller, but it's not a pro controller. And it just felt crappy in my hand. And then one of the triggers broke while I was playing it, and it was like pretty important to have triggers. So then I had to put my Joy-Cons on the little Joy-Con holder thing, and I was playing with that, and it just felt so lame. I was like, this doesn't feel good at all. And then later that night, my Joy-Con started drifting, and I was just like, god damn it! Like, I was just like having, and so I literally had to, like went out and bought. I actually bought the Hori. Tim Geddes actually was recommending it.
Oh, wireless.
Yeah, no, it's these other Joy-Cons that slide in that have like a little more like controllery element to them.
Oh, nice.
They feel really light and chintzy by themselves, but once you put on the Switch, they actually feel pretty good for handheld. So
that's good.
That's good. But now I need to get like a pro controller. I'm like, I don't want to spend that money for the Switch. I don't know, whatever.
Pro controllers are nice, which is why I've been wanting to play it on my monitor, and because it's a bigger screen, and because I want to capture the fucking B-roll, of course.
Totally.
But like, man, I have to pull out a lot of stuff to stream this fucking game, And if I just want to do like quick B-roll stream on any other console, I could just do it, So I don't know. I just have a lot to say about the Switch. Just, like, this is what I always say about the Switch. Like, there's a reason I stopped buying Switch games, but then certain games are totally like, well, I have to buy this. I mean, it's Zelda. Same thing with Metroid Dread. I bought that. I'm like, this game is gonna be great. You're gonna love it, Jacob. And it was like during a flight,
Yeah.
But yeah, no. By the way, I beat that Wind Temple boss on a flight. Like I was like, yeah, and I looked around. And I'm like,
nice.
oh, I'm on the flight. Just relax, Jacob. Took that bitch down.
That's cool.
But yeah, like
the one other thing I'll say. Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, just to talk about one of the coolest things about this game, the weapon fusion. On its like onset, like when you really think about like, oh, I could put a spear on a spear. It's a really long spear. Like at first that's kind of where your brain goes. Like, oh, I could take a sword and attach a spear to it, and now it's a sword spear. Like, that type of stuff. But really, what you should be doing, and once I figured this out, I was like, okay, I kind of dig this. It really gives you more variety of weapons. Is like using the monster parts to upgrade your weapons more.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, it really gives you a massive variety of weapon types, essentially. Like, they all look really cool. Like, it's just the weird horns and stuff on top of the monsters' heads. But, like, now you're turning, like, a sword into, like, a big crazy axe or whatever, and so on and so forth. I got a bunch of the Lionel ones, which are just fucking insane. Just add, like, so much damage to your weapons and stuff.
I'm sure. That's awesome.
It's super cool. And I also finally found the dude who upgrades your inventory. So that was clutch. I played like maybe 45 hours without upgrading my inventory ever.
Without finding Hestu? Oh my god.
No. And I kept returning to that town too. So anyway, great game. Could talk about it forever. But yeah, just the combining stuff goes further than a box to a box or, making a long bridge. Like, it's so much more. It's the weapons, it's the auto build, it's just everything. And what a great game it is. It's just, it's so lacking because of the Switch hardware. And I feel like not enough people talk about that. Like, they do kind of. But I'm like, I think everybody's given Nintendo a little too much of a pass because they make great software. But the hardware is in question here. A couple other...
Well, I think... Go for it, Miguel.
No.
I feel like at the end of the day, that's just what Nintendo does at this point. Like,
yeah.
And they know it'll sell because people will continue to buy their IPs.
Mm-hmm.
Of which, I mean, have they really put out anything new?
Yeah, you could argue, yeah. They put out some new stuff.
Splatoon, but
I mean, Splatoon is probably the last one I can think of, but
yeah.
There was.
I mean, they rely heavily on their old IP
legacy.
Yeah.
for the most part.
Well, they go through the IP like one by one essentially until they find a fit and then it works. Like, we're getting a new Pikmin this year, or oh, they remade Advance Wars 1 and 2, which is
and
cool.
That's probably why I have not bought a Switch.
Right, yeah, you're looking for
Or even
something.
care to be honest with you. Don't
Right.
get me wrong, I like Zelda. Zelda's awesome, but
Right.
at the same time, like, I kind of don't care anymore.
Yeah,
That's
I get
just
it.
me.
Totally get it. Mario Odyssey is really good too.
The thing with
old
this
game,
game,
though.
and as far as people giving it a pass and stuff, the one thing I'll say is that like this game technically is really impressive as far as like the scope and the way that the world just works, and the fact that like the physics all works, and that it's tracking all the movement of all these items,
yeah.
and all of the rocks you can pick up that you can then put in like the right spot to get the Korok to come out. But that, you know what I mean? There's like so many different systems going, and that's
Yeah.
really impressive. Or the seamless transition from the sky to all the way down to a depths place, you know what I mean, without a loading screen. Pretty amazing. But
yeah, it's a
but yes,
programming achievement. That is absolutely
is.
true. They have.
But I'll continue to say though, like, okay, that's amazing. But if you can do that on this hardware, imagine what you could be doing on legit. You know what I mean? Those same engineers could be just like taking advantage of a system way better than that. You know.
Yep.
So.
Totally agree. All right. A couple other things I'm nerding out on. We watched a bunch of movies. We watched the what's it called? The Super Mario movie. Dope.
Oh yeah.
It's
Cool.
on Amazon right now to either rent or buy. So, and to buy it was only like $3 more. So I just fucking bought that. So I'm gonna be watching Mario over and over. I thought it was fun. It felt kind of short, but that's kind of a plus, because you're just in and out. Play it again, see if you can catch more Easter eggs the next time, or you could like pause it and see, really look at the Easter egg stuff that's happening now. So that was kind of nice. But I do recommend it, if you need a movie to watch with the kids, or you just are a fan of Nintendo at all, you'll like it. Trust me. But it is kind of jarring when Donkey Kong's like, like doing the fucking laugh.
I found a video the other
Rogen.
day of the Star Wars Episode 1 pod racer scene, but it's just Seth Rogen's laugh the whole time.
That's amazing.
It was really good.
And then I can't remember what other movies we watched, but I just wanted to bring up that we watched that because I know we rewatched Dungeons and Dragons, and that movie's still really good. If you haven't seen that, it's dope as well.
Is that streaming yet? Probably not.
Yeah, it's on Paramount Plus, I think.
That's definitely worth a watch, dude. I enjoyed the shit out of that.
I'm gonna watch it.
Kick-ass.
Probably just whenever it's easier to find.
Yes.
But, yeah.
I don't blame you for not wanting to pay for another streaming service.
Just Redbox it one day, maybe, if you can.
Yeah, there you go. I always forget about Redbox.
I don't know if they get any good movies. They get like
They probably do.
They do.
but like from 5 years ago.
I miss them getting games. I actually liked Redboxing games occasionally. It was chill. But...
Redbox it, baby. Yeah, there's another movie, but I can't remember. So that's it for the WYBNOO, baby. That's it for you. There, you saw it disappear above my head. Okay, so now we are going to just casually continue to talk, but I want to at least stir the conversation to the two amazing video games that are coming this week. Both of them, technically, one of them releasing on Thursday and the other releasing, next week or something like that? I forget. June 8th? Is that right? Or 6th? Something like that.
For Street Fighter or for...
For Diablo. Well, okay, so Street Fighter 6 comes out June 2nd, so we'll start with that.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6 on, what's it called? On OpenCritic right now has a critic average of 92. 98% of critics recommend this game. Let's go through a couple of these little bites here. I actually watched the IGN Mitchell Saltzman review, which is really cool. You should check it out if you're interested.
Do the Yugi Bros have that on their?
I think it's the Yugi Bros. Yeah, I think it's the Yugi Bros. It's definitely not me. I mean, me and Miguel here, Guapo Soft, we got Diablo 4, but we'll get to that in a sec. Mitchell Saltzman says Street Fighter 6 is the most feature-rich a Street Fighter has ever been at launch. But even beyond that, its roster of 18 characters is excellent. The new mechanics revitalize the one-on-one fighting formula, and it absolutely nails all of the little things that make for a stellar fighting game. So there you go, 9 out of 10. I did watch it. There's a new feature essentially like is each Street Fighter has like a kind of a new like little mechanic. This one adds like a new bar that starts filled, and then you could do like one of 5 different things with it essentially. But if you run out, you're kind of like your stamina's drained, so you take chip damage and you get hurt a little more, but you could still fight. But like the stuff you could do is like you could rush forward really quick. You could do like kind of a massive unblockable attack that can be countered by the same attack by the other player, amongst other things. I think it also can give you like EX style attacks, like essentially special attacks that you're executing that have a little bit more oomph. For Ken, for instance, like the uppercut has fire added or whatever, or maybe they'll do like an extra hit or something like that. So that sounded really cool. There's also modern controls added to the game, which simplifies the game almost to Super Smash Bros. Standards, where you just kind of use like directions, like one direction and an input to like pull off special attacks, and then probably just like a couple buttons to just tap the same button to do like combos and stuff. So like it's more accessible for new players, but like if you use the modern controls, you don't have access to all of the abilities, and it kind of changes like your mobility, I guess, a little bit. So there is a balance there, but like now like literally anyone could just jump in on modern controls with their friend on modern controls, never playing Street Fighter, and then just like fuck around and have a good time. Or like you could take on your friend who's like pretty good with the modern controls, and then maybe have a chance of beating them one time. But not, you'll never beat them the whole way. People are too good at these fighting games. But yeah, it seems like an incredible game. Oh yeah. Definitely gonna get it. I just don't know which platform I want to get it for. Either the Xbox or the PS5. Just thinking about it.
Is it cross platform?
Full cross platform and crossplay.
Cool.
So you get Street
So
Fighter
as far
and
as
anything.
those modern controls, are you going to be, say you're playing online, are you playing with someone who's just playing with modern controls?
I think you can maybe filter
Or are
that.
they mixing that to where someone can play with modern controls and then play against someone who's not playing with one?
So I'm not sure what the settings are for online, but as Mitchell Saltzman put it, this is the most feature-rich Street Fighter game there is. There is a lot of
I will
options.
say that's a little cheap.
Yeah, well, no, not really, because at the end of the day, one player is executing attacks easier.
Yeah,
but
I understand that.
You can't
like,
pull off like all the good combos and stuff you could if you were playing like normal controls.
Yeah, no, and I get that, but at the same time, I almost feel like it's. Wow, why am I so bright? I feel like it's a little cheap in that regard. At the same time.
So
It's
yeah,
gotta
you
be
may.
a hard thing to balance for sure. But I do know in the lobbies, like the lobby system in this game is really extensive.
Yeah.
And I think like that maybe that you can go to different parts and be like only whatever, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you could.
And I did hear about the lobby
Yeah.
system. I think it's interesting. Personally, I've never really been big. I haven't. Let's put it this way. I haven't liked the Street Fighter games since Street Fighter 2.
Okay.
So it's been a very long time. I don't really give a shit about fighting games. Not my genre.
Uh-huh.
But if people are excited, good for you.
Next time you come by, man, we'll play it on the couch and see how it goes. You can take me with the modern controls.
I forgot to.
I
I know basic moves, so like I can still do some moves.
Dude,
They
I'm
haven't
with
changed.
you. I'm not very good at this stuff either. Like this will be me like really trying, actually going into training mode, really trying this time around, with Street Fighter 6, I think. Another cool thing about like you're talking about the lobby thing, the lobby system is really cool. You can do a lot in there, like while you're waiting for a game. You can sit down and actually play Street Fighter 2 on an arcade cabinet and stuff like that, or like. There's like an extensive fun like lobby, but if you don't even want to fuck with the lobby, you could turn that off and you could just like quick play, you know what I mean? Like just turn on like a game searching for match, and you could just like go into training mode. So like I just find this game with accessibility and customization and options to be amazing in that regard, at least.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Yep.
I forgot to say we played a bunch of Soul Calibur at my house this weekend. We had a couple people over for like a game night.
Nice.
And it was
See,
just
that's
random.
fun.
And that was really fun. And we just
Yeah.
like jumped in, and I've made like a gazillion creative characters on that. So we had like Spider-Man fighting MF Doom and stuff like that. It was pretty good. And you know, everyone was just button mashing, but sometimes it's fun when everyone's just kind of like on a button mashy level.
Yeah.
No, I think honestly, I have a better time playing fighting games when no one knows what the hell they're doing.
Word.
Well, yeah.
To be honest,
That's everyone.
like, I've gone over to someone's house. They're like, "Let's play Street Fighter," and they play Street Fighter all the time. I go,
Yeah, and they
"This is
clobber
fucking
you.
boring.
They,
You
Yeah.
keep winning
Yeah.
all the fucking time. It's not fun for me.
Yeah, that's like when I play Smash.
Not fun.
That's like when you try to play Smash with me.
Yeah, it's
That's
not
why
fun.
I have no one to play Smash with. That's because I
Nope.
just destroy everybody.
It's just not fun.
But hey, that's why if you can find a cool Discord full of like fighting game homies, not saying you, Miguel, but just to the listener, seek those out because you know those people will beat the shit out of you, but they'll give you some tips, you know, and then you can just like at least have a group of people to play with and figure things out. So that's cool. Or you could just not play the games. That's fine too. But it's really interesting that a Street Fighter game is going to be in the Game of the Year discussion, most likely. Even
Yeah, that's
Great
cool.
job.
you know, I don't think it'll be Game of the Year. You know, everyone's going to probably be like Zelda, 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 which is cool. Love the game. But it's just, yeah, it's really great to see Capcom hitting over and over. Like, Capcom is like tops right now. They're like one of the best developers out there. And every year they just keep coming out with great games that are very well received.
God,
Well,
Resident Evil. I'm saving that for spooky
You know,
season.
That's my issue with them.
What'd you say?
It's the same IPs over and over.
Oh, yeah. True. Yep. See, I'm with
It's
you.
not you.
See, Miguel, that's the thing, man. I like to see new IP. That's why, like, the PlayStation Showcase we just got, there was, like, a lot of new IP in there. That's why I was like, that's cool. I like seeing new IP. And everybody was like, whoa, where's Last of Us? Where's Last of Us? You know what I mean? Most gamers just want the same old shit or the same.
I would be okay with 100% leave Last of Us alone where it's at.
Me too. I'm like, I'm
Doesn't
good.
need a
Let it be. Yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Well,
it could end just the way it did, and it's perfect.
people were expecting the multiplayer mode, though, Miguel.
Suck a dick. I don't care. I don't want to play multiplayer.
Yeah, I also don't want to play
baby.
What the
multiplayer.
fuck is that shit? I don't want to play
Love
multiplayer mode.
Fucking love it, dude. Love it.
No.
So yeah, 92 a 92 score, which gives you a lot of points in Fantasy Critic. So whoever got that
I
score,
will say
some
that's
points.
much better than I mean, Street Fighter V came out and it wasn't.
Oh no, it was
Oh
terrible.
yeah.
that was one of the
Not good.
worst game launches ever.
So if it's gonna be that good for them, man. I know a lot of people are
Mhm.
excited for this. I know people personally, not
Oh,
just
yeah.
Jacob. Personally, like I said, not for me, but
Koala?
like, good for you, dude.
The homie Koala is I'm gonna be playing with him. Shit. But yeah, no, just
Kevin Koala?
no,
I'm kidding.
Koala. Koala.
I know. How is that not how have they not called him a koala more often? But anyways.
I don't know. Yeah, it's a good point. Good point. Okay, so anything else you guys want to say? Are you gonna pick it up? I get it, Miguel. Great job. Gage, are you gonna be picking it up?
No, I
That's
am
good.
my only fighting game is Soul Calibur. Like, and it's not about the 3D versus 2D thing. It's just that I like weapons, and I just have I like the character creator a lot. I like pretty much just only use created characters.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just better at it, I guess. I don't know.
Shut it.
That was for when Miguel was doing too many of the soundboards, but
I see.
it's just a joke.
Uh-huh.
No, I love Soul Calibur. I'm ready for the next one. We have Tekken next this year, Tekken 8.
Yep.
That'll also
Yep.
be cool. I always like Tekken, but let's hope that they then swap back to Soul Calibur because let's go. Give me a new one. That's really good.
I also like the Mortal Kombat, or I like I guess I'll say I like the NetherRealm games because I think their stories are fun. Like I played through Mortal Kombat 8 story and then never touched it again. Like I haven't played a versus mode in that once. But like I just like I think they're fun, like campy, good stories. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I enjoy that. So
Mortal Kombat 11 had a sick ass story, so you know,
It was dope.
if you can play that somehow, I would check out that story. The next game that's coming out. So what was that release date? Let's see.
June 2nd.
No, it's
Oh,
not
sorry.
June 2nd.
For Diablo.
Yeah, yeah,
sorry.
okay.
Diablo is the 6th.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's June 6th is the official release date for Diablo.
6/6, and then it comes out at
Yeah.
6 p.m.
I was
6,
going to say,
6,
this is
22.
what I'll say about that game. Is I saw a ton of advertisements,
Yeah,
a ton of ads in the tube
Mhm.
for Diablo.
dude.
And saying hell was coming to London.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
So
Did you
it was
see? Did
pretty-
you see any ads for? Did you see any ads for the Activision, Microsoft acquisition stuff?
No.
Okay, word.
No
I
ads
heard
for
that. I heard they were being blasted
Weird.
with like some public opinion things over there.
So
Well, you know what? I'm totally against it personally. That's just my opinion.
What?
I don't think they need to combine. They're both very large companies, but anyway, I'll let Jacob talk about the game.
oh yeah, no corporate
Yes.
corporate consolidation is bad, but Game
It is
Pass is
bad.
cool. So you know,
So.
it's bad, Jacob.
yeah,
No,
no,
you can suck a dick.
no. I
Mm-mm.
look.
Shouldn't happen.
They probably shouldn't get Activision Blizzard, but if they do, I'll reap the benefits. That's where I'm at.
Agreed.
But also Britain is the only like Britain, right? The UK is the only place that's not approving it.
I don't think they really go by
One
countries
country.
anymore.
We follow suit.
One fucking
because it's
country.
bullshit.
No, every day, every week, I see like more and more countries going like, it's cool, it's cool, and then the UK's are like, it's not cool, it's not
It's
cool
not
at all.
cool. I agree. It's not cool.
So there you go. And you know, like I said, corporate consolidation is bad. Regarding the advertisements for Diablo 4, which like I said, June 6th is the day it comes out technically, but if you pre-ordered it, you get early access starting June 2nd, the same day Street Fighter 6 comes out, but technically June 1st, which is Thursday. If you live in Pacific time, it unlocks at like 4 p.m. on Thursday, which means that as soon as I get home from work on Thursday, I can play Diablo 4, which is fucking amazing. But here is the advertisement. It's like identical to the one in Times Square, but here in Vegas, where Bubba Gump Shrimp is, and the Taco Bell Cantina, they have like a big ass Diablo 4 ad that like moves around, and like she like grabs like, you know, it looks like people are working on the ad or something. She like picks them up and stuff. It's pretty crazy. But here's the reviews of Diablo 4 on OpenCritic. Sitting at 89, so
Damn.
a little less than Street Fighter 6 got on OpenCritic.
That's still an amazing score.
Still pretty good.
Very great score. I'm not trying to reduce, you know. I'm not trying to say it's bad. I'm just saying interesting that Street Fighter 6 was scored higher technically, but critics recommend 99% is higher than with Street Fighter 6. So I guess that kind of makes sense. But goddamn, I think the only thing going against Diablo 4 that I'm seeing from the reviews is that it's just more Diablo. It's just like it's the most refined Diablo you can get, and essentially probably one of the best Blizzard games ever made. That's what I'm gathering. So I'm really fucking excited for this game. I pre-ordered it already, so I'm ready to go. What are you guys' thoughts?
Hell yeah! I mean, I don't know when I'll be picking this up because I think like since I'm gonna keep going on Tears of the Kingdom for as long as that feels, and then just play some smaller experiences like Planet of Lana and some things like that. But I probably won't. I know that if I were to jump into Diablo, I may like not come back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't want that to happen because I just really am just loving my time with Tears of the Kingdom, and so I'm gonna stick with it there. But I know at some point I'm gonna pick this up, and I'm really excited about the fact that it's got a huge emphasis on the ability to play it with a gamepad and a controller.
Yeah.
As opposed to being so PC focused, because that's always the thing that's like
It's sometimes
played-
difficult to.
Whoa, why was that?
Whoa,
No,
that was Tam.
that was Tam. Sorry. I'm bringing up footage
I-
of the GameSpot review. Hello, Tam.
Sure. Yes, I played Diablo 2 on the PC back in the day, but since I don't have a PC setup right now, I'm happy that I could jump into this on console and be stoked.
Yeah, you have a Series X, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're good to go. Also
yeah.
PS5, all fully crossplay. This is something that's never been a thing in Diablo before. So, like, you know, if you own multiple copies for multiple platforms, you can play the same characters. So that's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Cross progression, cross play. So we're all gonna dive in Diablo 4. I mean, a lot of people. But man, look at that. Sorry, continue. Miguel, what do
No,
you?
that's all I was gonna say, and also the fact that it seems like a single player experience also sounds like it's a great time, depending on what
Yeah.
as long as you pick your class right, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, all the classes are supposed to be dope. From my time in the beta, Druid seemed a little underpowered, but I'm sure that it's probably fine. Miguel, what are your thoughts?
I haven't played Diablo since Diablo 3, which obviously was the last one, but
Mm-hmm.
not for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. It gets a little boring. It's very repetitive, and maybe it's because I didn't have people to play with.
Yeah,
But at the
maybe.
same time, even if I had people to play with, I think I'd still get kind of bored with it.
Yeah.
It's never been for me. I used to
Mhm.
watch a friend play Diablo 2 and I would fall asleep. I didn't get it. I
Yeah.
played Diablo 3. I got into the beta. I got a free copy of it because I knew someone at Blizzard. And I played it for a while. And then after a while, I go, what the fuck am I wasting my time for? Doing
Mhm.
the same shit over and over. It's just like, it's not for me. This is not the type of game that I like. I will go out of my way to play.
Mhm.
Just,
What
I don't care.
what are the games that you go out of your way for?
I
Typically,
like puzzle games.
Uh-huh.
I like I will play a lot of first person shooters, but at the end of the day, like I like RPGs.
Mhm.
I'd rather play a Bethesda game at this point. I'd rather play a JRPG at this point.
Okay.
Like anything that has a good story that is like Diablo to me is like it's got a story, but it doesn't really matter that much because
Mhm.
it's really kind of going for the shinies
Yeah.
and you're trying to kill Diablo.
Mhm.
And after a while, to me, that gets boring.
Yeah.
Like even Borderlands, I love Borderlands. I love playing that with people, but at the end of the day, like, it gets old. It's like playing Fantasy Star.
Yeah. Oh
It's,
yeah. I
it's
know.
almost like an MMO, but not.
Right.
It's kind of like an MMO light, and at this point,
Mhm.
I'm just done with those. Not for me.
Yeah, I agree with the MMO thing because like I get bored with the whole like game loop of do the quest, get the reward, do the quest, get the reward, chop down some trees. But
Yep.
there's something about the game loop with Diablo that's different to me. Um, it's I don't know, dungeon crawlers fucking speak to my soul. Uh, like I love a good puzzle game too. Love a great puzzle game because that fires your brain up. You know, when it comes to dungeon crawler, it's just like kind of relaxing for me to just run through waves and just murder things. But what sets Diablo 4 apart at least is that it's more active than just stand there and kill stuff, move, stand there, kill stuff. Like at least there's more mechanics kind of happening where you have to like stay more mobile. It's more of a focus on like being more active than Diablo 3 was.
But
So
I mean, at the essence, it's still Diablo,
yeah. At the
right?
end of the day, it's still the same game loop. So
And that to me, like,
Mhm.
would I try it? Sure, but am I going to pay $60, $70 for it? No,
Yeah, exactly.
not going to happen.
Yeah. This is what I always say
Someone
to
gave me
people
a
too.
copy, yeah, sure, I'd play it.
This is like someone telling me like, "Oh, why don't you buy that Nintendo game?" And I said because it's $60.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I mean? So I get it. If this was on Game Pass, sure, fire it up, give it a fucking shot, dude. Free to play, why not? Who cares?
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, for me, this is one of the games I've been waiting for like years upon years. And just really like because Diablo 3 had a lot of you could say against it, where it was like really kind of. I mean, you could say boring in some ways. I guess it's like
I didn't like the art style nearly as much in it. Also,
yeah, it was more cartoony, and
It
kind of
was.
like whatever. This game is really improving upon everything that people didn't like about Diablo 3. Like it is darker as fuck. It is like on par with the other big Diablo like games out there, like the free one everyone plays. I'm drawing a blank right now. With the skill trees. In that game, like the skill trees are like so immense, it's daunting. With this game, the skill trees are cool, but they can essentially branch out and get really like crazy and super customizable. So it just seems like this game's gonna have a lot of replayability, which is perfect because that's what I'm looking for. But it does have more MMO-y elements. Like there's other players walking around. There's quests where you have to like go places and do things, whatever, you know. So I don't know. It is what it is. I'm really excited
I've
for
heard
it.
the story's a little cooler in this one too, though.
Yeah.
From what it's been sounding like, it's actually a little bit more gripping and kind of driving you along to do more stuff. So that's cool.
Yeah. So I'm stoked for it.
At the end of the day, like, hey man, if it's your thing, it's your thing. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like, not judging you.
No, not judging you either, man. That's we're not supposed to judge each other in the
That's what it's
pocket
all
dimension.
about. The Neon Pocket
That's the whole
Dimension.
point.
Except for those Lord of the Rings losers.
Hey, man.
Yeah, or those those Kingdom Hearts fucks. Am I right?
Whoa!
Fuck those.
Whoa, guys, the fuck? You're describing me right now, both times. What about Final Fantasy 16 though, Miguel? Is that tickling your fancy? That comes out June 22nd.
That's why I'm saving my money to buy a PS5.
Do you like action games such as Devil May Cry and stuff like that?
Don't get me wrong, those games are fun, but at the end of the day, like, I almost feel like a lot of games are very generic in the sense of what you're kind of like story and like gameplay wise, they can be very generic, especially FPSs.
So, yeah.
Final Fantasy 16, I'm looking forward to. That seems interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We shall see. But you know that once I get it, I get it. Like,
yeah.
At this point, that game is something I actually. It's the only reason I want a PS5, other than what was it that got canceled? If I'm not mistaken, the KOTOR remake.
Oh,
which I really wanted.
It's still technically not canceled,
coming,
but probably not ever happening.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
And then, and Half-Life 3, which I've been waiting for.
Oh, that's never coming. Abandon all hope, ye.
Never going to happen. So I've abandoned all hope, and if it ever did happen, I'd be skeptical.
Sure.
You'd be skeptical.
Same with the same way I was with Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Oh, that game's really good.
Which I did enjoy. Don't get me wrong.
That game kicks ass.
It took me a while to what is it?
The story.
Accept what it was.
Yeah.
Only because you have to look at it as a separate game completely.
Yep.
Totally.
With the same building blocks of the original.
It's the member berries forward game.
Yes, in a way, yes.
You know,
there are member berries in there, but then they add things that are better.
Yeah.
But then it worries me what they're going to do with the second two parts, that it's not going to be as open world as the original game was.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be very open world. Most, even Final Fantasy 16 won't be either, technically.
No, I don't think it will be.
Yeah. But
I'm skeptical that way with the recently announced Metal Gear Solid Delta for sure.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the details that came out today of Konami, like,
right,
just having their one internal studio doing it, no collaboration with Dave Kojima or whatever. Shinji Chunkawa.
Well, maybe it'll be better in that sense because Kojima, man, he's crazy.
Yeah, Miguel kind of doesn't like Kojima.
To a degree.
He's kind of too crazy for him. Right?
Well, I mean, Death Stranding is just an example of the beautiful game. Like, it's fucking gorgeous. But no, I just couldn't do it, dude. It's not for me.
I'm happy to have people taking weird stabs, even if they don't always land. But we'll see. I think you should probably just make movies.
Dude, yeah, just make a fucking movie. Just to complete my thought, though, yeah, Final Fantasy 16 is going to be like Devil May Cry with a great story, basically, and in a in a fantasy action world. So I'm hell excited.
I expect 16 to be kind of like 15, and maybe they're going to upgrade it in a way.
Yeah, only better.
I enjoyed the shit out of 15.
Then you're really going to enjoy this one, I think, dude. Yeah. Honestly, because the story
15 was very good.
The developers were required to watch Game of Thrones before they started working on this game.
Yeah, I know, that's funny.
That's hilarious.
It is, and it's also true. It's also very true.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big sweeping fantasy saga. It's interesting to see Final Fantasy go back to a full blown fantasy, which is kind of cool. But I like the allegory that's happening here, where apparently the summons or the icons, as they're calling them, are kind of akin to nuclear weapons, and
Yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
I think that's pretty cool. I think that there's a potential for some really cool stuff to happen in this game. I'm sure there's gonna be some really epic, crazy moments. So
There's gonna be big like Godzilla battles and shit, and you get to be like one of the monsters, so that's gonna be tight.
Yeah.
I mean, and if like I've been playing through the old Final Fantasy games, I'm on 6 right now, by the way. It's kind of taking a back seat because Zelda's my mobile game now, you know. But I am
Yeah.
playing it a bit. I think I'm like 35, 40 hours into 6 at this point. But like having just played through 3, 4, 5, I'm like really excited for 16 to kind of see like, oh yeah, like what little pieces carry over, because I know they do through all the games, and one of those things obviously is the summons, aka the eidolons. You know, the main character I think is using Ifrit, who's like in every freaking Final Fantasy game as a summon. But then like we're gonna see Phoenix, we're gonna see Titan, we're gonna see Rama. I don't know how to pronounce that one. Shiva, obviously, all those. So just cool seeing the crossover from like 10 games ago or whatever. Fucking, well, more than that technically. You know, this 13 has 3 fucking games. Remember? 10
Yep.
has 2 of them.
10 had 2. Yep.
I played 2 10s. I played both 10s.
14 has about 20 expansions. If you want to count the MMO ones.
I mean, those don't fucking count, dude.
Yeah, all the 14 players will like not be happy you just said that.
Don't forget about 11. But
Yeah, we can forget about 11 though. We can
I
all
mean,
agree
I
on
have been told
11.
that the story on 14 is very, very good.
It is, apparently. It only takes 300 hours to comprehend.
Apparently.
Yes, because you have to play through all of everything, like some kind of weirdo. It's the thing that Destiny doesn't do, and that's why I don't care. I don't know who Cade is. Who the fuck is Cade? Everyone's like, it's Nathan Fillion. I'm like, he's a great actor.
It is Nathan Fillion.
He's a great actor. I don't know why I should care about him.
Good for him for having work.
Oh yeah, yeah.
job.
Gotta love that.
He's a robot of some kind. I don't know much about it.
I don't know. He's back, I think. I don't know what's going on, dude. There's the Traveler's a god ball, and he's hurt, and then he's not, and then the Lightfall web sling was happening. Don't ask me about Destiny, dude. What else is going on? What else did you guys want to talk about?
We can get onto our endorsements if you want. Keep it tight and to the right.
Yeah, we can. I just felt like you had one thing you want to talk about. I just want to at least chat about it.
I don't remember if you unless you can remind me if I'm forgetting.
Did we talk about Zelda?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
You spent a good time talking about Zelda.
Besides Final Fantasy 16, Miguel, let's say I'll put it this way. What are your number 2 and number 3 games you're going to get for your PS5?
Oh, I don't really know, to be 100% honest with you. I guess number 2 would probably be God of War.
Which one?
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok? You played through the PS4 one?
No.
Oh,
I didn't buy it.
You got to play that one first.
Yeah, no, I played through the PS4 one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I played through that one.
Oh, okay. So you played through that.
I thought you meant like did you get the PS4 version of Ragnarok? No.
Oh, no. Why would I ask
I
a
didn't do
question
that.
like that? Who do I look like?
No way.
Of course. I'm the one who told you to fucking play it.
You did. That's why I didn't play Spider-Man and I played God of War instead.
And Spider-Man was fucking amazing too.
Amazing.
I need to play it. Mr. Hawks in chat said
Final Fantasy, God of War, and then probably Spider-Man, but I don't really have a third one currently. It's more honestly for Final Fantasy 16 at this
Word.
point.
There's other games.
I'm sure there are other games on there.
Just get the PS Plus Extra, and then you'll have access to a bunch.
That's probably what I'll end up doing, and
Yeah.
I'll get rid of Game Pass.
Dude, you can play through Death Stranding.
No.
The director's cut.
You can, yeah. Or dude, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut is on PS Plus Extra as well.
Oh,
Have you
played
really
Ghost-
good.
Dope.
Oh yeah, cool.
That's a dope ass game. You should play.
That game. It was. I enjoyed the shit out of that game,
Oh yeah. Well,
and the achievements are super easy to get for the most part.
it's yeah. Sorry, Gage. Go.
Oh no, I did play Ghost of Tsushima. I didn't play the director's cut or the PS5 upgrade or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But
Miguel, the PS5 upgrade comes with like the Island of Whatever expansion thing. So if you get PS Plus Extra, you can like essentially upgrade it and then keep playing, finish the DLC if you want. Oh, dude, I got a great PS5 game for you, Miguel. It's this little game called Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, I was going to play that at some point. So Starfield's not going to be on the PS5 at launch, correct?
No, that is an Xbox exclusive, my guy.
No, I'm probably going to get a PC for that then.
Yeah, we all need a new one of those, huh? Huh, Gage?
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah.
But I actually have a I have a list if anyone ever wants to go to my GG app of games that I will play on PS5 when I finally get one.
Nice.
Here we go. What's on it right now? I'll walk you through it. I got Kena Bridge of Spirits. Really want to play that game.
Ooh,
Looks really cool.
That's one of the free PS Plus games right now.
Oh, nice. Spider-Man Miles Morales. I have not played that one. Can't wait to play it. Horizon Forbidden West. Have not played that one.
Mm-hmm.
God of War Ragnarok, obviously. And Final Fantasy VII Remake.
All of those except for Ragnarok are on PS Plus Extra for $15 a month.
That's not bad.
Both of the Horizon games, including Forbidden West, are on there. That's what I was saying. Like, Game Pass is great, but PS Plus Extra is pretty great too. If you haven't played, if you missed out on a bunch of the PlayStation games people have been already played through like years ago or whatever. So there you go.
Here we go.
Nice. You guys got some endorsements?
Yeah. Wait. Here we go.
What you got?
Endorsements.
I like it. Get endorsed.
Yes, exactly. I'm going to endorse rearranging your desk.
Oh.
I took the time this weekend.
Great job.
Hey, thanks. During the nice long weekend to completely take everything off of my desk, 100%. Clean the desk. Take everything out of the drawer. Do all that kind of stuff. Clean things like wipe down my computer screens and all that kind of stuff. And then reorganize my desk with only the things that I need and got rid of all the junk off it. And gosh, does it feel good. I'm sitting at it right now. It's in a new location within the room. Feels good.
Hell yeah.
So,
good for you, man. I need
thanks,
to do.
man. It felt very cathartic. So I'm endorsing that. Clean the desk.
Yeah, it's looking clean over there. Miguel, you got some?
What else on the back?
Travel. Go somewhere.
Travel.
Get off the screen and go somewhere.
Get on a boat. Get on a boat, you fucking loser.
Doesn't have to be a boat. It could be a plane.
Get on a car. Get on a plane, you little fucker.
Fuck out of the house. Go see Gage.
Go see Gage? Okay, let's get on a plane.
Yeah, you can go see Gage. That's fine.
Let's go.
That'd be cool.
Let's fly over there to that California zone.
There's an arcade at Eureka Airport.
Ooh, cool.
I love that place.
Is it nice?
The airport?
Yeah, they got a KFC in there?
No. It is the tiniest little... There's one little tiny strip of land that you land on. There's one gate. And I think there's...
this airport.
One gate?
It's just United, but it's actually run by like United Express, which is like only these little tiny puddle jumpers. And I think there's a vending machine. Yeah.
It's probably cheaper to fly into like SFO and then fly
and then drive up. Yeah,
Maybe,
It definitely adds like $300 onto your trip for whatever stupid reason.
All right, I guess we need to hang out in San Francisco then.
No, you can go up to Gage, man. That country is beautiful up there.
It is beautiful, but I'm also always down to come down to the Bay.
You could just rent a car. Bay Area. I do like it. Give me the Bowden bread bowl, chowder. Bowden. You know about that? Boudin? Boudin. My endorsement today is Cannabox. I think I may have talked about this before, but I've never endorsed it. Okay, I gotta move this window. It's a monthly subscription box that gives you weed paraphernalia. You get bongs, dab rigs, hand pipes, rolling papers, smoking accessories. This past week I got, it was like a pineapple. It was a Pineapple Express themed box, right? And so it's like a little pineapple bong, like this big. It's super cute. and then a shirt. That's just I think you saw it if you watched one of our older episodes. Orange shirt, but with a pineapple on it, but the green part is a pot leaf, and stuff like that. I've gotten some really cool things. I got this glass joint system. It's pretty amazing, right? You fill a little like meth pipes full of weed, and then you like put little corks on the end, and you pull the cork off, and you shove like another pipe in the middle, and then it's got a rubber that kind of sticks them together, and then you use it to like plunge up the weed, and then you spark the end. And then boom, you got a joint, but it looks totally like you're smoking crack,
Crazy.
without the ball in the end. It's really cool. They also like in that same box there was like a hide pipe essentially with like a rubber cap, so you could like load it with the rubber cap on, just have it in your pocket, pull it out, boom, you have a little bowl. Super tight. Amongst other things, now I have a little like bong collection that's fun. I have way too many rolling papers of all kinds, like hemp wraps, blunt wraps, several joint papers. It's insane. So I have to endorse it. If you like to smoke weed, you're in a legal state, get Cannabox. It's super sick.
Right on.
And there you go. Anyway, hey,
Cool.
stay in school, kids. Don't do drugs.
Well, yeah, until it's of age and legal and
Yeah,
all
when-
that stuff.
Yeah, if you're old enough, go ahead.
Great job.
I'm gonna lead us out with yeah, this one. Swinging the chain. How about this one?
2 weeks.
Where is that? What is that from?
2 weeks.
It's 2 weeks, man.
Oh, all right.
Or this one?
What was in the box?
What was in the box?
Nice.
All right, guys. So next week,
All right, y'all.
we will be back with, on the calendar we have 2 episodes scheduled. That's tentative. 100%. I think the Xbox showcase is next week, right? What is-
So we have
or
on
the Summer
June
Game
6th
Fest?
Is the summer, so like our usual scheduled time. That is Tuesday at 7 p.m. I have it down as kind of our predictions episode for Summer Games Fest.
There you go.
And then Summer Games Fest itself happens on Thursday at 7 p.m. Not necessarily a podcast, but if you want to do a live reacts, I'm down to jump on and watch the show live, and we could
Cool.
and do that. Whatever you want, whatever, we can figure that out.
Hell yeah. So Summer Games Fest next week. That means that the following weekend is the Xbox showcase as well, right?
Yeah, that's on a Sunday. That's at 10 a.m. Again, if we want to jump on and do some live reacts, I might either way, and if you want to join me, we'll do it. And
Yeah, I think it's the
Yeah.
11th. Is it June 11th?
June 11th, yes.
Cool. So
And then that following Wednesday, I think we're gonna do the podcast on a Wednesday that week, June 14th, because by that point, the Ubisoft Forward will have happened, and the other like PC game showcase,
Yeah.
Evolver, and the Guerrilla Collective. Those
Yeah.
smaller ones. So we can kind
Humble.
of just do a
or not humble.
kind of just do a
Wholesome.
recap of our favorite things from the other announcements. So.
Yep. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So you'll see us next Tuesday. We'll do our predictions for everything. We'll do predictions for everything. Does that sound good?
Sure.
Summer Games
Yeah.
Fest, Xbox, Devolver, whatever.
Ubisoft
I mean?
and whatever else. Yeah.
So we'll just go over that stuff, and then we'll definitely live react. Whoever wants to be a part of that, we'll live react to the actual Summer Game Fest show, and then we'll be back June 11th, 10 a.m. bright and early for the Xbox showcase, and then the following
You know it.
Wednesday to break it all down. Probably not all of
Party
it,
it.
but we'll talk about it. So a lot of podcasts coming up. This is a video game month, so expect a lot of video game content. And then after we're done with all that, we could do an episode on whatever the opposite of video games are, like camping.
Sure.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd do
I'll probably go camping somewhere in that time period.
do
Yeah.
like a camping episode or something. But anyway, that's all I got, guys. Thanks for watching.
it.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out, boys. As always, been a great time. Keep it nerdy. I don't know. We don't have like a tagline. I usually just kind of ask like a fucked up question and then I end the stream. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna say, what's the worst thing you've ever smelled?
Whoa. I'll tell you what. My boss has this new puppy. Well, he's not even really that new. He's like 7 months old now. One of the worst dogs I've ever met in my entire life. Totally not trained. Awful. Goes around stealing food off of everyone's desk at work. And today he shit in my office, and I was really mad at him. And it smelled so bad because I have a very small office, so it was really shitty. And I had to clean it up because my boss was at lunch, and I was watching him, and I was very very.
Wait. You cleaned it up?
I cleaned it up. I was bad.
Bummer.
Did you get overtime for that?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about overtime.
You're gonna need a poop bonus. Let's get this guy a poop bonus.
Yeah.
It was not good.
That's fun.
I didn't like it.
Mine was when we turned the power off at our old place we were moving. There was chicken in the freezer, and then when we came back, it was a nightmare. It was the worst thing I ever smelled. Probably the smell of death.
I've ever smelled. I almost drove us off a cliff because my friend, we were camping. My friend farted. And he'd been eating freeze-dried camping meals. Some sort of curry lentil dish. And I almost 4 of us. There was technically 4 of us because one of our friends, his wife was pregnant. So I could have
wow.
child.
Oh no, dude.
It's the worst fart I've ever smelled.
I'm out. Well,
yeah.
that's great. So the worst thing you ever smelled was a fart.
Yep.
Dang. You need to smell some rotting human flesh.
No, I've smelled some rotting meat before, and the fart was worse than that.
Damn, that guy's probably septic inside.
Brutal.
All right, cool.
So, it's bad.
On that note,
Keep smelling, keep stinking out there, you know? Or, I don't know, take a shower. We'll see you next
Take a
time.
shower.
Bye.
Clean that
bye
shit
y'all.
up.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.